Hey, we're back. What's going on? Smell something cooking.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some macaroni with beef macaroni, Spanish style. So I'm boiling up the water with salt. So that's over there waiting for the rigatoni to be put in there.
Okay.
And I got this pan heating up on very low heat because I'm gonna start cooking in a minute. Basically, what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and because I'm using olive oil, I don't need to. I wanted to use the annatto oil, but I'm using chorizo, Puerto Rican chorizo. Puerto Rican chorizo, 1 link of Puerto Rican chorizo, and that one has like the annatto in it, and it's made with, it's very garlicky and very paprika compared to the Mexican. So that's gonna compensate my using anchote oil.
Chorizos.
Yeah. So coming back, I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
I'm gonna use half of a green bell pepper, and half of a green bell pepper is about like half a cup.
Okay.
Half of a red bell pepper, and that's about half a cup. I have some alcaparados. You can see I have little capers in there and everything. About 2 tablespoons, which is about 1/8 of a cup, maybe a little bit more. But
Those are seeded?
no, yes, these are seeded.
Why?
Because they're on special.
Okay. All right.
All right. And I have half a cup of sofrito. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to use, but right now I got half a cup of
I
sofrito.
thought you didn't have any sofrito. You found some?
I made some.
Oh, you made some.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
Yeah, and I'm going to use, you can use 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. I'm going to, 1 to 2 cans of tomato sauce. I'm going to use, which is equivalent, one can of tomato sauce equal to 3/8 of a tomato paste. So I'm going to use here about 3/4 of a cup of tomato paste. I don't know, I'm just estimating, but I'll give you the exact measurement after I do everything. That's 3/4 cup of tomato paste. The 1 link of chorizo. I have here half of a white onion, which is about 1 cup. It's 1 cup right there. That is 1 can of whole tomatoes. So I just drained it out. I also have an extra tomato, fresh tomato. I may need to use it. I'm not sure yet.
Tomato.
Yeah. And I have about 1.5 pounds. Yeah, but between 1 1/4 to 1.5 pounds of beef, that chuck beef, whatever kind of beef you like. That's my type of beef that I use. I use a little bit more, premium. So it's about 1/4 to 1.5 pounds of beef, and then cut them into bite size. I'm going to use some red cooking wine. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to use it. It's basically to taste. And I'm going to use some salt and pepper.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the rigatoni pasta.
Rigatoni.
Yeah, so that's rigatoni pasta. And
use this secret packet.
right, and I'm going to use the secret yellow packet, which I love.
Special people sauce.
Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 1/8 of a cup of olive oil, which is 2 tablespoons. And then make sure that I got everything in there. And I'm still waiting for, it's almost bubbling. You can see it's very hot. So while the oil is heating, let me add half a box of the pasta.
Okay.
So I'm going to add half a box, just half a box of pasta. And I'm really estimating. Let's see. Yeah. About that, half a box.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I have the oil heating up, and I'm going to add a little bit more. Let's put the heat up a little bit. Just going to add the heat. Bring it up. There we go. Bring it up. I'm going to start adding the onions. And I'm just going to let it heat up a little bit. Alright, so I made the onions very bite-sized, so when you eat it, you can feel the onion in your mouth.
Okay.
Alright.
It'll be crunchy or soft?
It's not. It'll be soft. It won't be crunchy. It'll be kind of soft, but you feel the flavor of it.
Okay.
Alright. So you can see it's already sizzling. Okay, and you can hear it if the fan wasn't on, but we have to put a fan here because it's very humid here in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see it's sizzling. And I'm just going to add the green and red peppers.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
And I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm left behind with just the skin.
Nice.
And just take the skin out.
The garlic, good for the heart.
Very good for the heart. Has a lot of good properties. The onions, the garlic, even the bell peppers, all of these are very healthy for your health. That's why I cook with a lot of vegetables. You can smell it. It smells awesome. Smell it?
Whoa.
Okay. Let that cook. Gonna add our little friends. These have seeds in it, so you know.
Okay, it will add more flavor, right?
Now what I'm gonna add is the chorizo. There we go. And the chorizo just gives it a very nice flavor too, because it's going to be almost like a beef stew type of thing before we add it into the, before we blend together. So there we go. There we go. I'm just going to let it cook up for a second. And the next thing we're going to add will be a little the tomato paste, but I don't know exactly how much yet. But I'm just going to put some tomato paste in there. Okay. There we go. Now let me see how much of this tomato paste I'm going to add. Okay, I'm going to add it's 3/4 of a cup, so I'm adding about half or 3/4 of a cup. Just to mix, just to blend it in.
Okay.
I may have to add it all. It may need a little bit of water, so I'm going to add the meat. Yeah, I'm going to have to add some water to it.
Too dry, huh?
Well, there's no
Juicy?
there's no water in there, so
Okay.
I'm going to add some water into it. Alright, but basically what I'll do is I'll add the tomatoes, and then the tomato does have some water.
Okay.
And I break it.
Are you supposed to break them?
Yeah, you gotta break them. You can't put them in whole.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I'll make some water, but I'm gonna add some more water. Yeah, it's gonna need some water. Be back in a second.
H2O.
Yeah.
You got your little buddies over there swarming.
Okay, so that's about maybe half a cup for now. Okay, I still haven't seasoned it. I have to, bring some seasoning into the pot for the meat. Right now it's just vegetables, meat, and tomato. Okay, and it's going to need about 1 cup of water. It's about 1 cup. There you go. Basically, when you see that much sauce, okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of the sofrito now. I have here half a cup. I'm just going to add half of that, so about 1/4 cup for now. I'm going to raise the fire a little higher. Okay, and let's add some salt and pepper. I would say about maybe half a teaspoon of pepper. About a teaspoon of Salt. Oh, I need oregano and bay leaves.
Mm.
I forgot to add it. Alright, so I'm going to need about a quarter teaspoon of oregano, which is about that much. Oregano. Quarter teaspoon
Okay.
of oregano.
That looks like this.
Let me add.
Oregano.
These bay leaves are pretty small. I'm going to add like 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. And these are the bay leaves. Just leaves.
It gives a really good flavor to the meat. Okay. And now I'm going to add our friend, which I worship. And then I'm going to give it a little taste test to see how everything comes out.
Nice.
Because that's the most important thing of cooking is you got to taste what you make. You just reduce the fire a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the fire so the meat becomes very, very tender.
Okay.
So I have it on, well, about like medium low.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just going to taste it real quick. Let me just see how the sauce tastes. Okay, tastes good. But you know what? I'm going to have to add a little bit of the wine.
Vino.
Okay, so I'm going to add about a quarter teaspoon of the wine. So the capful is about a quarter teaspoon. Maybe half a teaspoon. You know what? Let me spice it up.
Getting tipsy tonight.
Okay, and it's really going to need some adobo.
Okay.
Just put a little bit in, just a little bit. I mean, maybe about like half a teaspoon, maybe? Half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. Okay, then I'm going to taste it again. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook on low heat so it can really cook the meat for about 20 to 30 minutes on low heat. So it can get real nice and juicy, the meat that's almost like it falls apart.
Okay.
And we still got the macaroni over there that should be done soon.
Okay.
And I'll let that cool, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend everything together.
Nice.
So we'll be right back.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool. Nice.
Alright, so it's been cooking for half an hour.
Beautiful.
And the meat is very, very tender, and it's been on very low heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off this heat, as you can see. And I drained out all the water of the pasta.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is, that leaf we're not going to use. We don't eat the leaf.
I love the leaf.
No.
No.
Alright, so I have to try and bring, I don't know, I made a lot of beef stew here. And basically, you can eat this with white rice or yellow rice, whatever you want, and it'll taste really good. Right now, what I'm doing is just blending in the sauce in here to start off. Okay, and I cook half a box of rigatoni in about 3 quarts of water and about a tablespoon of salt, and I let it cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so there we go. So I'm gonna have a lot of leftover over here, so I'm gonna use the leftover to cook with rice. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the meat and the veggies, and I'm just gonna use these. And just swing this out, but you cannot eat that.
I ate. It was good.
You can't eat it. It'll hurt your stomach. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to put a little more sauce in it. And you can see there's tomatoes, there's beef, and this is basically cube steak. Got onions, peppers, garlic, I have sofrito in it, and I season it with everything, but I'll write in the beginning of the, I'll write the recipe in the beginning. Okay, so basically this is what it comes down to. And you can heat it up more on the stove, But I don't really need to. I'm just gonna serve it like this. So but you know, you can cook it a little bit more so it can blend and marinate really, really good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the macaronis. All right. Let's get that tomato in there.
Nice.
Okay. More meat. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to add some more of the meat into this and let it cook for a while.
Okay.
And let me give you... Okay. So I just want you to have a macaroni. I got to blow on it because it's really, really hot. And the meat. Give you some sauce. A lot of that sauce. You want an onion with it?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, we got it. Oh, I can't even find the onions. Oh, here's some onion. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna give this to him
Nice.
to taste test.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, really good, very hearty, and like I said, the rest of the beef stew back there, you can mix it with rice.
Yeah, the steak is nice and hearty, but with the
It's very soft though.
soft, and with the ranzonis, they melt in your
Rigatoni.
mouth. The rigatonis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The
Alright, and we're gonna
rigatonis, they melt in your mouth.
We're gonna have some leftover meat, so I'm gonna use that to cook with some white rice and some other type of side dishes with it. So I'll have enough for another dish to make that with.
Oh, nice.
All right, so basically, this is what it all comes down to.
I can't wait to eat this.
And you can see the sauce. I mean, the sauce is very hearty. And this is chorizo. There's the cube steak. There's real tomatoes. And you got the peppers, bell peppers, and onions. Let me put a little onion in there. Make it look nice. There you go.
Oh,
All right.
Nice.
There you go. So that's macaroni with beef steak stew. It's a mixture. In Spanish, it's called macarrones con carne de res.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
All right. Happy cookings.